Hey Calvary, Caleb here with my buddy Tyler, and we're just going to talk a little bit today concerning this Galatians passage on what it's like to kind of do this tightrope of grace. When we were looking at this passage, Tyler came to mind to a few of us just in his musical abilities, because this tightrope of grace thing is very relatable to music, is it not?
It is, yes.
Yeah, so the first thing you thought of, you were telling me about, is to say a little bit about.
Yeah, when you brought this up to me and the idea of doing this video, I instantly thought of what we call the blue note.
Yeah.
In music, in a scale, it's known as the flat five in a major scale.
So a major scale is made up of 7 notes,
yeah, in
right?
Western music.
Yeah, so play one now. Okay, so play up from the 1, so it starts with 1 and goes to 5.
Yep, so we'll flat the 5 note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll flat the 5th note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, sounds a little dark.
Right, and they would associate that.
Yeah, so this note was associated with Satan.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of dark, it's a little off. There's definitely some dissonance in there.
Yeah. So it was outlawed.
It was completely outlawed. And so most of the music you would hear back then, a lot of these classical pieces that we know now were commissioned by the church.
Right.
So it was just not allowed.
Yeah.
I'm sure people played it at home and were like, hey, 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 sneaky, sneaky.
Right.
But it was not in music for the longest time.
Because people were following the rules of music,
Sure.
and that even felt like it didn't follow the rules of like Christianity and like honoring God and being holy. So we'll circle back around in a minute as to how that actually can work. But it was kind of in good faith they were doing this, because you do have to follow the rules in general.
Yeah, definitely.
So if I'm playing in the key of E, you can't play in the key of E flat, which is just a half a step off, which is just barely off from each other.
Sure. Yeah, when it comes to popular Western music that we are used to hearing, there are some things you have to stick to.
Yes.
So if you were to play a little progression in E, I'll play an E flat major scale, and it sounds awesome. I have to stop.
Yeah, we can't keep going.
It's a little too difficult to keep going.
Yeah, because it's just wrong.
Yeah.
Like there's no question, objectively, that's wrong.
Yes, in that context, yeah, no doubt.
So what if we kind of take it though and say, okay, follow the rules. And you're just gonna play in that scale simply over what I'm playing.
Just the
in that
plain
key.
7 notes in the scale? Sure.
That's right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And that sounds great because you're a great guitar player. Your phrasing is great, but it's gonna sound even better if you take, let's say, the blue note, the flat 5, or sometimes even a sharp 5, right? These are just different notes in the scales, and if you're not understanding this, it's okay. You get the concept that these notes don't necessarily fit in those 7 notes.
It adds a little voice to it.
It does, and it creates character, and it gives style, and it gives voice to the kind of music you like and whatever.
And this would have broken the rules at some time.
So let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that feels like transformation. You know, the transformation doesn't happen when you adhere to the law. Transformation happens when you follow Jesus. And similar in music, like good music, right? Doesn't happen sticking to those 7 notes. It can.
Yeah, exactly.
But good music happens when you understand it, but you feel freedom to move around. You don't have license to do whatever you want, but you have freedom to kind of go outside the lines, fill in the blanks a little bit. And that's like following Jesus. We understand how to live a godly life, but we understand that we also have freedom to live our lives to glorify Him in different ways. So thanks so much for sitting down with us. Really appreciate you. You're an inspiration, incredible musician, and just grateful to know you.
Right on, thank you.